listener. So that'll be great. And don't forget to ask any questions at the end of the presentation. The presentation should take about 20-25 minutes, okay? Good. Everything works, so we'll start in 5 minutes. So please put your questions in the chat box, and someone for our team will be checking the chat box and answer your questions. Okay, and at the end we'll save a lot of questions towards the end. So save your question towards the end. No, sorry, put your questions in the chat box, but we'll get to your questions at the end of the presentation in the Q&A session. Okay. Okay, folks, we're going to get started in a minute or so. So please, if you want to grab some coffee, tea, water, juice, beer, wine, liquor, anything, or snack, anything that will make you feel comfortable, by all means, do it. Okay, this is a 60-minute session, so relax wherever you are and then listen to this session. So hope you can enjoy this session. Again, The presentation will be about 20-25 minutes, and the rest of it we'll save it for Q&A. So we are actually we're gonna get started because it's about 9 o'clock Eastern time here in 9 a.m. Eastern time here in Ottawa. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you for joining today's webinar. My name is Shaw Kwan. I am the Vice President of Global Outreach, as well as Senior Employment Counselor here at G-TAC. Bonjour, bon après-midi et bonsoir à tous. Mon nom est Shaw Kwan. J'ai le vice-président de la Global Outreach à G-TAC. Alors, je pense mon session aujourd'hui c'est en anglais encore. Mais si vous avez quelques questions en français, c'est correct. Vous pouvez écrire votre question dans la boîte de chat. Yes, you can put your questions in French. One of our team member will try to translate them. Or I can get to the chat box later after the presentation. I cannot get to the chat box and the QA box during the presentation. So I will be doing the presentation today. So thank you all for joining us today. And today is the topic is about, sorry, I'm just gonna go like this here. Okay, so today's topic is about how to successfully land an accounting job in Canada. So for those of you that's not familiar with G-TAC or you join us for the first time, G-TAC, which stands for Global Talent Alliance Canada, we're here in a nutshell here. We're here to serve newcomers that's already in Canada, that just landed in Canada, that's planning, making their plans to come to Canada or thinking about coming to Canada. All these because when you come to Canada, a lot of times employment is very, very important. We always say real settlement starts with employment. So, and especially today's workshop was specifically target people who is looking to either get into the accounting field or continue in the accounting field that you brought the experience back with you from the country of origin that you're from. Okay, so all this, so please be very pay attention to what I'm going to say about our training courses that are meant for accounting professionals. Just a quick recap for those of you that knows us is we host Canada's largest online job fair twice a year. We just had our 11th one, which took place on April 5th and 6th. And our 12th one will take place on September 27th and 28th. I still remember back on November 21st, 2016, when we hosted the first national online job fair where only 304 people registered. And then the last one where we have 14,842 people registered. So it has come a long way since our first career national online job fair. We also partner with over 400 employers all across Canada, from East Coast to West Coast to the Northern Coast. Okay, and we also work with municipalities and provincial governments, and where they will come and talk about various job opportunities, such as PSW, like a personal support worker, and various other professions in Canada that are in need. So as you can see, you're watching live webinar broadcasts. We have done over 600 live webinar broadcasts since 2016, and we continue to do so on average, maybe twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week. So all these is just give you a better idea in terms of where we are with all the labor market information, career coaching, workplace culture, meet the employer every Thursday, and also to discover Canada, various opportunities across Canada. We also provide trainings. We've been doing this for over 12 years now, and we continue to do this training. And these training offer a very, very practical way to help newcomers in the shortest time span to get them into with the skills they need, more like upskill them their knowledge so that they can get into the job market. For those of you that listened to us yesterday, we had the instructor, Fred, to talk about cybersecurity training. And the class will start on May 9th, next Monday. Okay, the class will start on next Monday. If you're still interested, and you still haven't registered, please, I would strongly suggest that you contact Song Guo, song.g@g-tac.ca. Now you will see that email throughout every slide from here on. As you can see from here, there are email here, and then as you go further, there will be more emails. Okay, this is for people that's interested in the our training courses. So cybersecurity course will start next Monday, and of course today's topic is talk about the accounting world. And our next accounting training class will start on Monday, May 16th. Monday, May 16th. It's all entirely online. There are 6 modules to cover. I will explain everything to you today in a total of 10 weeks. It will start on May 16th and end on July the 14th. Okay. And for those of you that it's entirely online, so even if you're outside of Canada, you can register. Now, there's a time zone difference, right? Because it's Monday to Thursday from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So for some of you, that could be like 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning, or 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's a bit inconvenient, but that's okay. If you can bear with it and learn some of the most practical accounting skills that you need in order to continue your accounting profession or get into the accounting profession in Canada. So it's a little bit of a sacrifice, but we think it's well worth it. But it is still hard. So all registered students will get a recording of the class immediately, right after the class. So after each session ends, you will get a link to the recording. So you can actually watch the recording if you missed it, like early in the morning. Okay, and you can watch it as many times as you want. Okay, so this is all convenient for you. And of course, on Saturday morning, it's from 8:30 a.m. to 12 p.m., which is very, very convenient for everyone. As well as all instructors' contact information will be available. So while you're doing the reviewing the recording of the class, and if you have any questions, you can by all means send the question to the instructor of that class by email. We will provide all the contact information. So everything that we do is meant for you to get the maximum benefit out of these courses. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So even if you're outside of Canada, don't worry about it. You will not lose your touch. Okay, and of course you can always contact the instructor or send an email to instructor. Okay, this class starts on May 16th. If you're interested, by all means, get in touch with Song Guo, song.g@g-tac.ca. Now, with that, we talk about this courses. So, what is it? What is it about this course? So today I'm going to cover four major topics in the agenda today. One is, who is a program suited for? How will you benefit from GTAC's career-focused training? What will you learn? And where will this program lead you to? Okay, so I'm going to cover all four agendas. So without further ado, I'm going to get started. So who is this program suited for? Okay, now if you're accounting professional in your country right now, and if you want to come to Canada, and if you want to make a smooth transition to the Canadian workplace, so this is definitely something that will be good for you. The whole idea is we want to cut down your career search, the time between jobs. Okay, this program, we think, based on our past experience, is the fastest way to fast track your career into the accounting professionals here in Canada. for some of you that already have some accounting background, so if you want to strengthen your accounting skills, knowledge, and expertise to qualify jobs that match your education and experience, then this training is definitely good for you as well. And of course, if you're looking for a quick, practical, combined program that teaches bookkeeping, accounting, payroll, tax, and industry software, then that you need to get higher. Let's face it, everything is all electronic now. So you definitely need to know to use the software. And just I'm gonna touch a little bit about the software that we use, okay? And of course, a lot of times, one of the biggest barrier that people claim that is, well, I cannot hire you because you do not have Canadian work experience. So by taking this course, you will have hands-on practice doing real accounting work. So that way you can put in your resume that during this course, I have already done some work that qualify as a Canadian work experience, okay? So all these is designed specifically to help you get into the accounting field. Now, here's a little bit background about this. Okay, our head trainer, her name is Josie Gomez, or José Gomez, originally from Côte d'Ivoire. She speaks English and French, and she's a CPA. CPA in Canada is Charter Professional Accountant, okay? I know in the US or in other countries, it could be used as a certified public accountant, but in Canada, it stands for Charter Professional Accountant, okay? And it merged with CPA, and there's CA, CGA, and CMA, they merged. So a lot of people previously, before the merge, they have a CGA designation. So now you'll see that the CPA, CGA. Sometimes you'll see people say CPA or CMA. So those are just a very common. And then also she has a MBA. So she's a very, very well accomplished professional. And she also have founded a little organization called Zibo. She's been an accounting educator for a long time, and she does guest speaker. She's a keynote speaker, and of course, she's an advisor as well. So if you're thinking about starting your own business in Canada, she can help you as well. So all this to say, as you can see, she's got a very, very, very extensive expertise in teaching accounting in both the public and also in private sector and non-for-profit. So she's just one of the trainer. We have 3 other trainers. One is his name is Mohammed Khalil, and he has a bachelor's degree and master's in finance. He's our QuickBooks expert, I guess and she teaches a QuickBooks, and as well as a payroll compliance practitioner certificate, and he's now working as he's working with a non-profit organization here in Ottawa. We also have another instructor. Her name is Jessica Zhang. She's also a CPA, and she's also a certified internal auditor. And she's working as a senior manager with a very, very large accounting firm here in Canada. And so she's got years of experience in the non-profit sector. And she's been teaching as one of our instructors since 2013. So she's been teaching for 9 years here with G-TAC. And she's trained actually, she provided a stats is over the course of the past 9 years, she have helped over 150 students with job referrals. That's quite an accomplishment. Another instructor, Amy Zhuan, she's also a CPA with 25 years in experience in taxation, auditing, and finance. So she's also very, very qualified, and she's been with us for many years as well. So, and everything about full cycle accounting, operations, analyzing financial and system data. So all these, so as you can see, all 4 instructors are well accomplished, lots of experience, and they're here to help you find work. Essentially is we want to shorten the time for you to land your job in accounting field. Again, if you have any questions, by all means, send an email to song.g@g-tac.ca. So what are the benefits after the training, after taking the training with GTAC, this career-focused training? You will learn how to use one of the most popular accounting software used by businesses in Canada. The software we use is QuickBooks. QuickBooks is voted the #1 most popular software, accounting software in Canada for small businesses. So we use the most popular software, meaning once you learn QuickBooks, chances are most an employer will recognize it. Even if some employer use other software, you can quickly adjust to it, okay? Also, you will gain an understanding of the Canadian accounting standards and tax compliances through the training. If you're an accounting professional in India, in Togo, in Nigeria, and Algeria, every country, every region have their different various accounting standards and tax codes, okay? So you will gain the understanding of the Canadian system. And not only that, by completing this training, okay, many of our graduates actually post their selfie with their certificate or just post a picture of the certificate onto their LinkedIn profile, because it is widely recognized by employers that this training is very practical and useful to all employers that are in need of accounting professionals to help them, okay? So please, in a way, you let the employer know that you are equipped with the skills to easily transition into a job in Canada today, right now, okay? You don't need to say, okay, you know what, I can learn on the job. No, once you go to the job, you should be able to start right away, okay? So not only that, this course will provide you with essential knowledge of the Canadian accounting, tax, and business environments to prepare you for employment. As you can see, all these benefits are designed to help you to get the work employment here in Canada. So I'm just going to do a quick recap. So benefits of GTAC's career-focused training. A, you get hands-on training with a focus on skills needed for first job in Canada, okay? We're not teaching you theory. We're teaching you skills that you need to land job in Canada. You will learn the full accounting cycle covering multiple positions and industries. And you will have all the trainers are expert in their field. They've been training for years, and they work with accounting firms, tax authorities, and they all have CPA designation. Each one of them is subject matter expert, okay? And of course, there's a huge skill gap here in Canada for overseas participants. So by filling these gaps, you should be able to land a job immediately. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, all the trainers are expert in their field. They have years of experience. They have a wide network. So by participating in this training, our trainers will help you network with other people or make job referrals for you to the network that they are in touch with. So all these benefits, it's almost immediate, okay? How are the trainings divided? The training basically is going to be divided into 6 modules. There are a total of 6 modules in the training. Each module are customized custom designed to bring maximum impact for our students. Okay. Now you can see, let's just see in module 1, it's small business accounting. This is focused overview of a small business and the role and responsibility of the accounting, including business cash flow, financial statements, how to calculate and record capital assets for accounting and tax purposes, sales tax. It could be GST, which is goods and services tax, or HST, which is harmonized sales tax, payroll and other statutory payables, month-end and year-end process, basic corporate income tax calculation, and basic sole proprietor income tax calculation. I mean, I think this rule is probably the same everywhere across the world. Is while we do have lots of multinational corporation, but majority of the business, I guess in Canada, falls into the category of SME, or small and medium-sized businesses, especially small businesses. So definitely, we want to help you to achieve, to get into an area where you have the highest possibility of landing a job. Okay. I want to go back to this. Where is it? Yeah. So just want everyone to know is there's the gap. We also follow the gap rule, right? The generally accepted accounting principles. And the 5 basic principles are revenue, cost, and maybe somebody can help me. Revenue, cost, matching, disclosure, and objectivity principles. So all these will be covered in these modules. QuickBooks, as I mentioned earlier, it is the most popular software, accounting software for small businesses here in Canada. So you will get to learn, work with QuickBooks from zero to hero. So for those of you who's never had any experience working with QuickBooks, by the time you complete this module, you'll become a hero, okay? You get hands-on training and industry-specific simulation practice. So our instructor have already created various industry simulated practices for you to jumpstart to a job from day 1, okay? Everything that you need, like such as full accounting functions, including payroll. Experienced accountants teach you each step along the way. And then there's always self-study lab software for student practice. So you can do this offline. Basically, you will be given homeworks to do after the class. Module number 3, taxation. Let's face it, the taxation, there are only 2 things. We always joke, there are only 2 things that's for sure in life: death and taxes, right? So you will learn a lot about taxations. There will be introduction to the Canadian taxations, and will help you develop the fundamental concept of both personal and corporate tax matters, okay? So you will learn all about tax theories, process of the filing tax returns, prevail tax rates, that changes every, that changes, that fluctuates a lot, right? Personal taxation, including structure and credits, basic tax planning strategies, corporate tax basics, that's federal and provincial, and finally, legal form of business and its tax implications, okay? So this is very, very important, especially, you don't want to, how would I say it? You want to follow all the rules and everything so that you don't get the revenue department come after you, okay? Okay, auditing. This is always a fun part, okay? I know many close friends that are auditors, so I certainly know a thing or two about auditing. So this course is will outline the basics of an assurance engagement, including audits and review carried out by external independent auditors, and the role that the auditees and accountants are expected to fulfill in successfully completing the engagement. Okay, this is very, very important module. Well, they're all important, but this one, it's like I said before, there's many my friends or close friends or someone that's close that's auditor, so I hear that word a lot. Okay, and then of course once you learn all about the discussions around differences type of assurance engagement and share core concepts. The process from the initiation to the completion of an assurance engagement. How do we prepare the auditees and accountants for an assurance engagement? Okay, so all these are all taught in the auditing modules. As I said before, every module is important, but this one personally, it means a lot because, like you said, a lot of the I've seen and heard lots of these cases. Okay, and non-profit organization accounting. As I mentioned before, we do have instructors that are specialized in non-profit organization accounting, and this course, this modules will deliver the most up-to-date accounting standards and practice in Canada. Was a focus on the Canadian accounting standards for non-profit organization. Okay, and of course, there will be discussion around how Canadian GAAP involved in 2020 into the 4 primary accounting framework in practice today. I just mentioned 5, but there's 4 main. It's actually the revenue, cost, matching, and disclosure, and GAAP, which stands for generally accepted accounting practice. Okay. Now, in case you guys are wondering, yes, I have taken some accounting courses before when I was studying in my MBA. So I do know some of the terms, have some familiarities with some of the accounting terms, but that's all back in studies. Okay, and then there's unique aspect to ASNFPO, right? Canadian accounting standards for non-profit organizations, okay, including the accounting for contribution, deferral payment methods versus restricted fund methods. Finally, you will learn the differences between a non-profit organization and a charitable organization and its resultant tax implications. So this is quite important if you're thinking about the whole idea is we don't want to restrict you to certain sector of the business of the industry. We want to expose you to, basically we want to give you as much how would I say it, as many possibility as possible. We don't want to restrict you. Oh, I don't do this. No, we want to give you visibility, knowledge to just about every industry that's available in Canada. Finally, module 6. It's professional ethics for accountants. This is very, very important. And this is probably the same no matter where you are across the world. So long as that you're accounting professional, you will learn that there's a lot of similarities. I have no doubt with wherever you're practicing right now. But this module will explore and discusses the common professional ethic issues in the workplace, especially in the accounting sector in Canada, as well as fraud awareness and basic fraud risk management framework. Okay, there will be discussion around real scenarios that one will encounter in the workplace. What is the ethical and professional ways of dealing with these matters? Speaking of fraud, I mean, our city just recently announced that they have paid some large amount of invoice, and as it turned out, it was fraudulent invoice. So anyway, so this happens almost on a daily basis and more than you think. So this is very, very important for you to do fraud detection. And what is the ethical and professional ways of dealing with these matters, as well as implication and possible consequences for improperly dealing with these matters. So if this does happen to you, you have to know what are the proper way to deal with these matters, okay? Oh, what are the ways that you're supposed to do it, and what are the ways you don't do it, okay? And then learn the importance of fraud awareness and proper tools to manage fraud risk, okay? So this is very, very important, and this is all taught by professionals with years of experience. Now, once you complete these courses, what does it mean for you? What kind of job can you apply to? Well, just about anything with payroll, you know. Well, obviously, until you become a certified chartered professional accountant, that designation, you cannot do some of the things that these only CPA can do. But you can do a lot of other things, such as assistant controller, senior accounting clerk, intermediate accountant, accounting assistant, staff accountant, bookkeeping, senior bookkeeper, regular accountant, financial analyst, finance officer, payroll specialist, accounts receivable specialist, accounts payable specialist. Not to mention, you could also, there are other careers you could explore further, you know, but these are the direct positions that you may consider. So I think this is quite, I don't know. If I were you, I wouldn't even hesitate. If you plan to come to Canada and continue to work in the accounting field or want to enter into the accounting field. Now, I have many clients before where they had an IT background back home, and when they come to Canada, they want to go into accounting, and now they're, one of them actually, after 6 years, just told me that she got her chartered professional accountant designation. That's amazing. That's a lot of work. She was not an accountant before back home. She's originally from India, and now she's a CPA. So good for her. Oh, I want to know if she was working during that time. Okay, she only got her CPA this year, but the thing is, she was always working. So it's like, you know, getting a CPA designation does not affect your employment. Okay. And then of course, with this course, we'll better equip you and help you land an accounting and finance job in Canada. I mean, there are so many traditional ways. We talk about this all the time is, you know, well, first of all, if you come to our Meet the Employer session every Thursday, you probably will listen to the employer talk about what they need. And chances are there's always some kind of accounting or finance position available. Now, and of course, there's a traditional ways is you go to LinkedIn, Indeed, you know, we will help you introduce you to accounting firms, and then introduce you various financial institutions websites, Iluta. So all these are traditional jobs that you can find. And of course, you know, there's other flex jobs, AngelList, remote tips. So all these will help you land an accounting or finance job here in Canada. And as a bonus, is all students enroll in this program will get one-on-one session with G-TAC's professional career consultant for your next step after your training. That's someone like me or someone on my team. You can book a free one-on-one career counseling session with us. That's included in the training as well. Okay. And of course, you know, we also know over 400 employers from across Canada as well. So those is definitely give you a fast track into various employers. Now, I don't want to make promises that I cannot keep. So I cannot say that for sure we will be able to help you find a job. Nothing's for sure. I told you already. There's only two things for sure in life: death and taxes. So, but what I can tell you is, with our referrals, I can guarantee you that the employers, once we send your resume to those employers, they will review your resume. That I can guarantee, we can guarantee, okay? And this is how solid we are with in terms of our partnership with employers and how much trust they have in GTAC and with our student referral program. Okay, so that will be end of today's presentation about our upcoming accounting class training. And the next class will start on May 16th, Monday, May 16th. It's Monday to Thursday. It's all online, 100% online. Monday to Thursday evening from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. And then Saturday morning from 8:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. is a total of 9 weeks. It will start on May 16th and ends on July the 14th, 2022, for a total of 76.5 hours of training. Okay, you will include a QuickBook latest QuickBook license. So you will get a license to QuickBook and you can start using it right away and practice it. Or obviously you need QuickBooks to do your homework. So please, if you have any questions, send it to song.g@g.tac.ca. I'm going to stop sharing for 2 seconds here because I need to check. Okay, yes, okay, thank you. For those of you that has already written to Song, please be patient. He's dealing with a large number of inquiries, so he will get to you. He will get to you shortly. Don't worry about it. And just be patient. Okay, so we are going to stop now. Stop sharing. I'm going to stop sharing. And we're going to go to some Q&A or was I'm not sure. Jinhong, can you help me with the Q&A, or do you want me to go through the questions? Okay.
Not quite sure if you can see the QA by yourself, because we do have a few questions there.
Okay, good. Okay, well, if I do the Q&A, then I cannot share my screen, okay? Just so you know. Okay, so I am going to go to the, just give me a sec here. Now, I have to say though, a lot of people, they send their, like say, I need a job, or, I qualify for NOC call 1231 or whatever, yes, it's nice to have to know all this, but you have to understand the nature of these webinars. We're here to bring you information. We're here to trying to provide you with a tool for you to get jobs here in Canada. Okay, so a lot of questions that you ask are immigration related. We are not a certified immigration consultant. Okay, so we will not be answering anything to do with immigration, even though sometimes we do know the answer, but we will not do it, but answer, because we are not certified. This has everything to do with ethics and professionalism. Okay, so a lot of the time you will see that we kind of ignore a lot of your comments or your questions that's related to immigration. We ignore it, but not because we want to ignore it. It's simply because we're not licensed to answer your question. Okay, even though we do know that, well, like for example, I do know a little bit about medicine, but when you get sick, do you want to come and see me, or do you want to go see a medical doctor? Right? So it's quite, I guess that's the best analogy I can use, right? So, okay. Yes, you will get a certificate and referral after the completion. Well, sometimes even during the training, you might get referrals. Okay, so be active in the training. Always engage with the instructor because they're there to help you, to teach you, to mentor you, and to help you land jobs in Canada. As I said before, all these trainers, they all have big heart, okay? They're established professional CPA and they all have a big heart. So here's a question is, I'm a chartered accountant and I'm an associate member of the Institute of Chartered Accountant of Nigeria. It is my dream to move to Canada. And I would like to know what it will take to become a member of the Canadian Accounting. Oh, okay, good. Well, you know, that's a great question. Again, this is a question that the best group to answer that question is probably from the CPA Canada, Chartered Professional Accountants Canada. That's an association. But we are partnered with CPA Ontario and CPA BC, and they have done various workshops on this issue is how to become a CPA in Canada. So I would strongly suggest that you check the CPA website, and then they will have a list. And obviously, it depends on what province you go to. Different province has a different criteria. For example, if you go into Quebec, then obviously French is going to be an essential part of your skills. Okay. So please check into that. CPA BC did a presentation June 11th, National Virtual Career Expo, BC 11 on April 6th. And they are scheduled to do another workshop on September 28th at 11 a.m. That's during BC 12, our 12th National Virtual Career Expo. And they also have another workshop scheduled for January the 10th at 11 a.m. So all these is the CPA BC will do workshop with G-TAC's platform. Just keep that in mind. If you have any other questions, just send it to info@g-tac.ca. We'll be happy to forward your question to CPA. Okay. Here's a question is from Saeed. If I cannot attend the online class due to class, but I can view all training videos and complete assignments, so I will get certificate and referral. Is there a discount available for international students? Yes. Well, we do not discriminate international student or local student. Our price is very, very reasonably set. So it is very, very reasonable if you compare to any other actually, I don't even think there's a comparable courses in Canada that teaches such as practical training as we do here, okay? So the price is the same, doesn't matter where you are. And obviously, this includes the license. Don't forget, we are paying for the license and we just simply pass up that to you, that's all. And those licenses are not cheap, okay? To get a QuickBooks 2022 license, that is not, you can go online and do your search in terms of how much it costs to get a license for that. So it's everything is out there. We are accountable, okay? We are ready for auditing all the time, okay? So yes, if you register for the class and you cannot attend the class, I mentioned earlier, is after each class, a link for the recording will be sent to you, so you can actually watch. For example, if you are currently living in, say, Nigeria, okay? And 8 p.m. here in Canada is, what is it? What would be the time zone? What would be the time in Nigeria? What is it, 7 hours apart? So it'll be like 3 o'clock in the morning, I think. Okay, 3 o'clock in the morning in Nigeria. And it's really, really tough to get out. I mean, we had students that got up at 3 o'clock in the morning and attend the class, okay? So it's a little bit of a sacrifice, but you know, when you're considering moving to Canada, moving your entire family to Canada, it's a big sacrifice. So getting up early for the short period of time, it's probably not too big of a sacrifice is grand scheme of things, okay? So just keep that in mind. If you cannot make it, okay, and we will send the video link to you so you can watch the video when you get up in the morning, and then obviously do some work. And if you have any questions, you can email the instructor of that module, and then he or she will get in touch with you for sure. And of course, all else fail, you can always attend the Saturday morning class in person and ask more questions. Okay, so all this, and it's been done before. It's been done before, so that's fine. There's a question that says, how can I find a job from outside of Canada? What's the difference? What's the difference? Just find a job. You know, you go online, everything is done online these days. Interviews are done online these days, so it's no difference. It's no difference in finding a job from outside of Canada as finding a job inside of Canada. The difference is how you do it, and this is where G-TAC comes in, right? The professional career coaching will come in. Okay, it's not where you apply from; it's how you apply, what you put in your resume, and when you do get the opportunity to interview, what do you say? How do you handle interview? Okay. Yes. So another question. Yes, the video, the recording will be available after each class. We will send you a link for the recording of that class. So it is up to you to, and I'm sure you guys are all responsible, professional, professionals. So if you're committed, I'm sure you'll find time to review those video accounting. Okay. You're welcome. No. Then yes, your very good question is, does the QuickBooks do a geo block? No, because we are doing this training all the time. Okay, so no, it does not do geo block. So don't worry about it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see somebody's replying to you. Okay. Okay, that's a great question. That's absolutely great question. So what I'm not gonna, there's a question that I cannot answer, so I'm gonna mark that down, and I will send it to I will let me put it this way. Yeah, I'm gonna put down for more specific questions on QuickBooks, please write to Song G-TAC.ca. There you go. Okay. So please get in touch with Song Guo, song.g@g-tac.ca. Okay. He will be able to answer your questions. Now, I have to go back to the thing. Sorry, I'm by myself today, so I'm going to go back to it's hard for me to read questions when I'm doing
Hi,
presentation.
Shao, if you want, I can read out some of the question for you.
Yes, please, Qinghong. I've been waiting for this. Yes.
I kind of answer some of the questions in the chat box, and so there's not much unanswered. And we also encourage everyone, if you still have any questions regarding the training or regarding the accounting profession itself, just please and don't hesitate to bring it up. And so I do have a few questions asking about and to share the PPT slides.
And well, today's this is recorded here right now, this webinar, and you can always find our webinar presentations on YouTube. Go to type Global Talent Alliance Canada in YouTube, and you'll see that G-TAC channel, and you'll see recordings from all the previous webinars. So you can watch this later on YouTube. So the answer is yes. Okay.
Yes, and also there are a few questions regarding the course time may not suitable, and how can we solve this problem? How can we solve this problem?
Yes, I mentioned earlier is yes, it is because don't forget, our instructors are professional though, so during the daytime they work in the various organizations, so they're doing this after hour, and this is very, very common here in Canada. Okay, obviously due to the time difference, what's convenient in Canada might not be convenient for you and other parts of the world. So all the training classes are recorded, and as soon as each class ends, a video link was to send to each participant. Even if you did attend the class, you will still get a copy of the link to the recording, so that you can use it as a referral, or just keep it, for future use.
Yes, I would like to add that that's also the kind of the beauty of the benefits of our training, that our instructors are all the subject matter expert. They have tons of industry experience, and all the cases and shared in the class are fresh, and that's really can help you to gain the practical tips, and you will use for your work, and also maybe for your interview. So the next question is, and will the age is a matter for taking this training?
No. What do you mean? Like, are you talking about 10-year-old, or, obviously it's better that you actually have some accounting experience, or your working age, I guess, but there's never too old. Like, never too old. I tell you one thing, in my years of experience in I would say the oldest person that I know was 65 that took this training course. I don't know, Qinghong, did I answer the question? Was it age, you said?
Yeah, the exact question is, does the applicant's age matter while applying for the accounting jobs? That is not only for the, sorry, my mistake. Okay. So does the applicant's age matter while applying for the accounting jobs?
Yeah. Don't worry about this. That's by the way, thank you, Qinghong. That's a great question. Canada, I have to say though, is a very, very fair country. Okay, I mentioned this many times to all the international applicants, is when they send me resumes, there's no need for photos. There's no need for gender. You don't need to put your photo. You don't need to put your gender. You do not need to put your age. You do not need to put your marital status. You don't, or how many kids you have, or not. You don't need any of these. You do not need any of these private personal information in your resume. So all employers our law stipulates that when employer considering hiring people, is supposed to be 100% based on merit, right? So age, it's not, there should not be age discrimination. Okay.
Great. So the next question is regarding the QuickBook. Is the QuickBook cloud-based or desktop-based?
Well, I already answered that question. Is to more specific questions about QuickBooks, please write to song.g@g-tac.ca. Please. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So here's a question regarding, and what's the last day for paying the fee?
Well, when you register, first of all, talk to Song, song.g@g-tac.ca, and then let him know that you are interested, and he will send you all the details, okay, including payment terms.
Mm-hmm. So the next question
and how to pay.
Mm-hmm. And the next question is, do you offer the same trainings any other date in the year?
Oh, this training, it's offered throughout the year. So the next cohort will start on May the 16th. What's the one after that? I'm not sure. It depends. I'm not a training coordinator, right? So there's a cycle. So if you miss this cycle, you can go to the next cycle. Or, for example, if you pay for this cycle and say after you attended like 4 or 5 classes, and due to whatever reason you are unable to attend, Sean will do his best to put you into the next class so you can continue in the next class, next cohort.
So the next question is, how is about the construction in Canada?
Well, I know the construction. I'm not sure what's the specific question that you're asking, but definitely construction sector in Canada is in need of people as well. Construction, accounting, health workers, IT, just about all sectors are in desperate need of people here in Canada. That's why we have one of the most immigrant-friendly policies in the world, that we want immigrants to come to Canada.
Yeah, and we do have the webinar specifically on the construction industry from the other guest speakers. Right. Please stay tuned.
Okay. Yeah. Now, folks, we just released the feedback form. Please take a few, 30 to 60 seconds to complete this survey. It is very important that you let us know what are topics you would like to hear, and we will prepare our webinar based on feedback. Okay. Today's webinar are also based on feedbacks from previous surveys. So we do everything we can to make sure that we meet your needs. Okay, so let us know. I mean, if you like my presentation, give me a like. If you don't like my presentation, give me a dislike. Yes, Gustavo, as I mentioned earlier, is all our webinars are recorded and also live broadcast on YouTube channel. So just go to G-TAC's YouTube channel, go to YouTube, type Global Talent Alliance Canada. It will lead you to G-TAC channel, and you can have access to all the previous webinars.
Sean, I don't have further questions.
Yeah. I want to thank everyone for your participation. I see that generally people are a lot of people are giving me a little bit of a thumbs up and everything. So we're trying to do our best. I mean, at the end of the day, that people say, well, you're still charging for this. It's not free. I have to tell you something that might break your heart is there is no free lunch in this world, okay? Whether you like what I just said or not, there is no free lunch in this world, okay? We're trying to provide all these platforms, all these webinars free for you to listen. The training is not free simply because there are costs to prepare these, to deliver these courses, instructors costs, material costs, licensing fees, everything. So, our fees are extremely reasonable. If you consider other institutions that's going to charge you 10 times more and might not even deliver the same result as we do, okay? But even if they deliver the same results as we do, their program is 2 years and costs you 10 times more. Ours is 10 weeks and only 1/10 the cost. I mean, if you're an accounting professional, you do the math, right? So all this to say is we're trying to help you as much as we can to, achieve your goal in Canada. Both, bring your family here and then, of course, employment.
Sorry, Shaw, and we still have 2 minutes, and I would like you to address the last question. So I think that maybe shared by many people have this kind of frustration.
Where is it?
So this is, and I graduated in business administration, business admission accounting advanced diploma in 2017, and until now I cannot get a job. So do you have any advice for people like
Fadi, can you please be more specific? Where did you graduate from, and who delivered this course? Where did you take this course from, and where are you right now? So please, based on that statement, it's hard for me to answer your question. So give me more information, and I'll be happy to answer those questions. Okay. As I said before, no, this accounting training class is not free. There are so many courses involved that we need to set it so that we can recover the costs. Okay, licensing fees, instructor fee, course preparation fee, platform delivering fees. So all these there's cost and everything. Okay. We cannot secure a job. All our instructor, including our staff here, we will try to help you, refer you to various jobs that fits your need. Okay.
So Fadi replied.
Oh.
Fadi.
Okay. So Fadi, you took this in Sheridan College in Mississauga campus. Now, number one, when you took this course, when you are a student of these colleges, you are entitled to use their student services, including employment services. Did you use that? Number one. And number two is there are various reasons why you didn't get a job in that field. It could be circumstantial. It could be whatever reason that I don't know. We don't know. We're not sure. And it's been 2017 now. So it's a bit off now. It's 5 years since you last took it. So and if you have not practiced, then I would strongly suggest that you think about, taking this course, which is 10 weeks, far more affordable and far more practical.
Okay, Shaw, before you wrap up, and can you please answer the last question from Jessie? And she is already CPA, CGA here. Is that helpful to go for this training class?
No. If you're CPA, well, you can if you want to. Certainly, you're welcome to. But I would say if you're CPA and CGA in Canada, that means that you already, in order for you to get your CGA designation, you already need to have certain hours of work involved. So you already have experience, and you are trained. You are a chartered professional accountant. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna do a lot of depends on what field you do actually. Yeah, so definitely this is definitely not something that I don't know if you want to work as a bookkeeper with a CPA designation. Really, honestly, it's like if you're a medical doctor in Canada, why do you want to work as a paramedic? Type of thing. So I mean, you can if you want, but I doubt you need our help. And Jesse, if you have any questions, why don't you write to info@g-tac.ca, because you seems to, I'm not sure why you're thinking about taking this course, but certainly, yeah, send your inquiry in more in-depth. Give us a more background so we can try to give you some more educated answer. Okay, perhaps we might even refer you to one of our instructor and have a chat with them. Okay, so send to info@g-tac.ca. Thanks, Jesse. Yeah. we don't have time to get in touch with you. If you're interested, write to song.g@g-tac.ca. He is already overwhelmed with requests. Okay, there's no way that we are gonna proactively write to you. I'm sorry, it's just practicality. Okay, please, when you have time, write to song.g@g-tac.ca. Please. Thank you, Qinghong. Yeah. Sorry, are you? Yeah. Write to Song. Okay. And then if you can make it this cohort, so that's good. If you cannot, then wait for the next cohort. Okay. Thank you for your understanding. Merci. Merci beaucoup. Okay, folks, it's 10:04 right now. Are there any other questions, Ying, Qinghong?
No.
There is a question in the Q&A, no? Yeah, anonymous attendee. Yeah, that's great though, you know. Is a Akmil Nabro, accountant by training, professional, master's degree. Yeah, awaiting. Sure. In that case, I certainly think that this training will benefit you because you get to exposure to the Canadian accounting system and also the job referral by our instructor. And also the one-on-one professional career counseling with me or someone from my team. So this is definitely something that you want to consider, okay? Especially you are coming to Canada. Qinghong, any other questions before I sign off?
I don't have any.
Okay then, folks, thank you very much. Tomorrow there will be a webinar, meet an employer webinar tomorrow. So by all means, join us at 9 a.m. And I will be back next Thursday when Solus will be presenting in the Meet the Employer on Thursday, May the 12th at 9 a.m. where I'll be your host again. And of course, any questions regarding our training, by all means, please send it to song.g@g-tac.ca. Thank you all. Merci à tous. À la prochaine. Until next time. Talk to you soon. Bye. Au revoir.